Connor Stechelt is doing some incredible stuff with zines and comics, both in terms of format, style, but also the art. It's incredible work. Let's go take a look.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everyone, it is Tom. It's FANZine Live. We got some new releases going today, and they are all the work of a gentleman named Connor Stechelt. I hope I got that pronounced correctly, Connor. I've met you now twice. I met you at CXC 2025, but also at Short Run in Seattle. I met you there as well, and I never bothered to ask for the proper pronunciation of your last name. So I know I got the Connor part right. The other part I'm not entirely certain about, so please accept my apologies up front. Connor is an accomplished artist and does some incredible things with zines. I actually have 5 of his works here, different sizes, different formats, different ages, different everything. So we'll take a look quickly at some of it. The one that really got me taking a quick look at him back at CXC was this, which is ORD, CDG, ORD. My son, my eldest, is a huge, huge aviation buff. And so when I see ORD, that of course is Chicago O'Hare, CDG is Charles de Gaulle, and then back to O'Hare. So I look at this and I'm like, we're talking about airports here. We're talking about airplanes. So he says, yes. And he shares this really neat zine, which is told from tail cams back in January, a week-long trip that he had to Paris from Chicago back in January of 24, drawn from the tail cam. Periodically, like just in a sketchbook, he would look at the little screen on the back of the seat in front of him and he would draw what he sees. So these are real fast pieces going through the night. I like the kind of aqua marine colors as well, going through fog and the like. Looks like the curvature of the earth almost. Probably know almost about it. So that's going to Paris and back from the view of the back of the plane. A fun drawing exercise done while on O'Hare to Chicago is probably about a 10-hour flight. So a good use of time and a really nice piece. Creative thinking too. I'm going to do these ones next. He had these for free, and I for the life of me don't get it. Look at this black and white. This is like a broadsheet newspaper design. Does some neat cartooning here. And it gets better and better. This is a 2017 piece, he says. I like how he has his hand on that one. And then, it's one giant sheet of paper. It's gorgeous. It is really cool. Creative as all get out. And I couldn't even show you the whole thing. Maybe I'll take a picture of it and show you the whole thing like that. Here's the next one. He had these for free. I mean, seriously, go figure. Not sure which way. Oh, it goes this way. Neat. So yeah, black and white newsprint. Holy cow, this mark is meant to represent the sound of the wind. He has 105 things about what the wind sounds like. The clip clop of red clogs on concrete. Jeff Buckley crooning, I shall be released. And these are all done, the text by Jennifer Chen Su Huang. Another neat use of the sound of the wind. And then he does a comic here talking about it. And that looks like the Cahokia Mounds along the Mississippi. Cool. So yeah, creative mind. I mean, who would have thunk? Not just to do a newspaper, but to use the newspaper in a way to make comics that you simply can't see elsewhere. Then, this is his signature series, I guess you would say. It's called Crepusculine. And this is issue 1. And this is volume 2, issue 2. It's a strange series. This one I picked up at CXC, first issue. Hey, let's read it, see if it's any good. I hadn't had a chance to read it when I went to Short Run, but I ran into Connor and he goes, hey, after we reintroduced each other, because I recognized his stuff, he says, hey, since CXC, I put this one out. I go, oh, well, I'll get that then. So now I've got his earlier stuff and his latest. Look at this artwork. Look at what he is doing. It is a half-toned type of piece, mixing 2 different ink colors, the gray and the blue. It is incredible. Is there cartooning line work like we are used to? I'm not sure. I honestly don't think so. If nothing else, there's a heavy overlay done digitally here. And there's his stuff. That's his business card. Very cool. I'll put that over here. Everything is printed, offset, nice cream paper here on the inside, kind of a heavier gray cardstock on the outside. Just terrific. Vacuums are terrible sounding because what would want to consume so much so quickly? It's the most American device. Slurp the mess and eat the fatty tissue. Yowza. But look, this is like, are these watercolors? Is this digital watercolor? Is this cartooning? I don't know what this is. I mean, I can't, it's illustration. I'll go with that. But this is fantastic looking art. It reminds me actually of the old duo shade that they used to use on things like the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or American Flag or stuff of that era in the black and white revolution. But this has got to be digital. And that looks like that's cartooning right there. This looks like it's cartooning, but clearly it's being done differently than we would think to do it, where you have your pencils, your inks, and then you do your coloring. He maybe goes straight from pencils to colors. I don't know. Anyway, the gist of it is they're gassing these people to knock them out. And then they drag them out of the house and off into the car. And they go to a motel, of all things. What a neat back cover. The light in the forest. The shadow is not abstract, nor is it material. Previously, in Vacuum. Vacuum is the name of this story. So you can see how they were. He does his recap in the purple. And this is most definitely cartooned. Most definitely hand-drawn. But then he jumps back in, and this is crazy. The wires going into the socket straight like that. And there's some weird stuff going on with these people. Some really weird stuff. And I've got to cover a little bit. I will point out here, you can look and see there is a silver ink or some form of, I don't know what it is. It's pretty cool. But yeah, this is an adult book. But it is really crazy. And this one is called... He doesn't have a name on that one yet. Maybe it's in the back? No. But I like how he switches his colors. Looks like a UFO. Now that's cartooning. Definitely cartooning. Oh, wow. The mirror images. But not quite. Very similar, but not the same. This one's in a car. This one's not. But you can see it's a brown with blue highlights. This is blue with brown highlights. A woman, a boy. Wow. That's great. Gorgeous stuff. So that's issue 2, and this is issue 1. Folks, our friend Connor has some really impressive work and deserves to be seen. So I'm going to share all this information, especially that website. I'm going to share that on the show notes so that you can take a look. Let me know what you think. Have you ever seen artwork done like this? Have you ever seen newspapers being adapted to this type of an artistic form? This stuff is something else. I'm really impressed. Leave a comment if you've got thoughts on it. But also, don't forget, like the video, subscribe to FANZine Live, and tell your friends, because if they don't know about Connor, they should. You do, and now you can go tell your friends about this incredible creator. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. This is Tom. This is FANZine Live. I will catch you next time.